before I start SQL Server, there are a few things that which I first want to highlight. Then we'll proceed with our subject. First point is, let me make it clear. This is the time we have allotted for, SQL Server Developer course. And this session will be for few days at this timing. 12 to 1 will be a session for few days. Later on, you will be clubbed with the batch at 2 o'clock. Actually, we started a batch at 2 o'clock one week ago, like almost 8 to 10 days back. We started one batch at 2 o'clock. Already I have around 8 students in that batch. Yeah. So management wants to add few more students into that batch. So for that reason, we started this batch at 12 o'clock, which is to be called like add-ons batch. Whatever the topics I completed for them, the same I would be completing for you. Once you reach to the topic where they are, then exactly a day before I'll let you know so that you all can join at 2 p.m. batch. Is this clear for you, what I said now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah.
So this happened only one time, no? Or
Sorry?
this will happen only one time means
Yeah,
monthly,
it's only for once. Yes.
because the previous all the classes I have joined for DurgaSoft, they are merging from different, from morning to evening, evening to night, night to evening, again
No,
and
no,
again.
no, no. It's not like that. No, 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 no. It's confirmed now. I said no, 12 to 1 will be for few days.
Okay.
12 to 1 till I complete the topic, where I complete whatever the topic which is going on at 2 o'clock batch. Once that is done, then definitely you people will be clubbed in 2 o'clock batch. That's it. Only one time process. And 2 o'clock batch is fixed batch.
Okay.
Fixed batch, regular batch you can call. And that will be the timing throughout your course content. Again, the time will not be altered. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Video will be provided, sir.
Sorry.
Video.
Videos and all management will share with you.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah. Notes I'll share. Notes I'll share. Software, I mean, with respect to like video access and all, they will be giving you. Okay. Sure, right. Right. Introduction. And in this introduction, I'm not talking about SQL Server. I'll first give you a brief overview about how you organize data in computers. We'll first understand. What do you mean by organize? Yeah, this may lead to many things. Storage of data, modifications to data, you know, yeah, deleting the data, storage, modifications, deleting. These all will refer to what? Organizing data. Yeah. And how you organize, simple. There are two techniques to organize, or two ways to organize. One is old method, file system. Old method, creating a file and managing data, that you can call even as flat file system. How do you call this? Yeah, managing data through files. Obviously, question arises, which type of file? Yeah, any of these two. Any of these two. Either we use built-in applications or we use programming languages. Yeah, two ways are there. What is built-in applications? Yeah, this includes all these things in it. Built-in applications. I can use Notepad. I can use MS Word. Even I can use MS Excel, etc. These are built-in applications. Using these applications, what you can do? You can create a file and you can store and access your data using file system, using built-in applications. But when you specially manage your data through built-in applications, you find many disadvantages in that, many drawbacks. Many drawbacks. A big list you can prepare. Big list. Let me give you some, overview kind of thing for you to understand why we are not going for, you know, file system. Not only built-in applications. Any way you manage your data, organize data, we create a file. Now I'm not talking about a drawback of built-in application. I'm talking about drawback of file system. You understand? Drawback of file system. Yeah. Programming languages like, yeah, I can use C. You can use C++. You can use Python, C#.NET, Java, VB.NET, etc. These all programming languages supports to create a file to store data. So finally, let me list out some of the disadvantages, drawbacks of file system. Major drawback of file, you can say system, is no security. Major drawback, you can say, no security. Whether you create a file using built-in application or you create a file using programming language and you store any type of data in, that file has no security. Now, when I say there is no security, people come up with various points to discuss, especially on this word security. They say that MS Word supports to create, data. You can maintain that data in table format, right? And after that, you can save that file in MS Word. You can save that file. And when you save your file, you can protect that file with password. MS Word. You can create a file, you can store data, and you can protect the data with password. But something very interesting here is, that if someone with whom I share this document, which is protected with password, so whenever that person opens a document, obviously the document asks him to authenticate with password. Since that fellow is unauthorized, so definitely he cannot enter into my document. So one advantage is data is secured because he cannot enter into a document. He cannot see my data. He cannot view my data. He cannot make changes to my data. In that way, good. Security is there. Yes, data is secure. But in another scenario, if you think on this, that person who cannot make an entry into my document, as simple as that, that fellow simply deletes my file. Deletes my file. If he deletes my file, obviously it makes no point protecting that file with password, because you lost your file, you lost your data. You understand? In that way, no security. Acha. Now, programming languages. whatever list I gave you, all programming languages supports to create a file. And all programming languages supports you to store data in that file. And when you open that file where data is stored, obviously the data will not be in readable format. It is all in binary format, encrypted form. Data will be in binary format, encrypted form. So you cannot read the data. You cannot see the data. But can that file be deleted? 100%. Data is not readable. Okay, secured. But the file can be deleted. If that file is deleted, you lose your data already. You lost your file, you lost your data. So in that way also, you can see even programming languages, when you create a file, there is no security. You understand? That is one major drawback of file system. Let me talk on second drawback. No. No. That is not possible. No. If it is in terms of database, yes. The answer is yes. Database provides that facility. Which user, from which IP address, at what time, on which date, everything. What is the name of the user? Everything. Yes, we have that process. In database, we have, not in file system. Database, yes. Answer is yes. Database. Database, especially in SQL Server, we got a number of ways to do that process. One best technique they introduced in SQL Server, they call it as auditing. SQL Server, they call what? Auditing. The two types of auditing. Server level auditing we have, database level auditing we have. I'm talking about SQL Server. Okay, Ashutosh, did you get that? Okay, fine. Right. Second drawback that you would find in file system is difficulty in accessing required data. That is what you call required data is all about. I'm talking about filtering the data. What do you want to do? You want to filter the data. So can we filter the data? 100% you can filter, no doubt in it. Acha, but where Excel mein you can do this. Yes, Excel mein you can filter data. Notepad mein, Word mein, you don't have that filtering choice. No, we don't have. Excel mein you can filter data. Programming languages mein you can filter data by writing, conditions. You can filter data. But that filtering will be easy if it is one condition, two condition. Good look. Yes, looks good. Like it will be easy for you to filter. But more conditions you write, things go complex and it creates a lot of confusion in that case. Do you understand? So in that way, I'm saying that difficulty in accessing what required data. Okay. And one more major drawback, always you find, what? Data redundancy cannot be avoided. Yes. File system does not support to remove what? Redundant data. Duplicates cannot be avoided. Duplicates cannot be avoided. You can't. File system rather provides same piece of data again and again. You can keep on storing in file system. At the time of accessing, that may create lot of issues, lot of confusion, memory, wastage of memory. And there is another big drawback. Data inconsistency. Yes. File system has another drawback. What do you call? Inconsistency. Inconsistency. Another drawback. What is data inconsistency? See, you may have this facility like, you may have file 1 .docx, file 2 .docx, file3.docx. Three files are there. Here I have one file, like say serial number 1, Randhir. File 2 also contains serial number 1, Randhir. File 3 also contains serial number 1, Randhir. Three files mein Randhir information is available. Here I have his personal details. Here I have his course details into which he has joined. Here I have his payment details. Yes. So Randhir's information is now scattered in three files. Now my point is, I felt to update the name of Randhir to his full name. Where am I trying to first do this modification? Obviously in file 1. So I write his full name in file 1, Randhir Rai. Do you feel that I made a change in one file that automatically that name is added in file 2, file 3 as well? Whatever name I added in file 1, do you feel the same name automatically updated in file 2 and file 3? 100% no. No. You made a change in file 1. That change will be reflected in file 1 only. File 2, file 3 will not be affected of that modification. Means what? Obviously, you have to open second file and make a change here. You have to open third file and make a change manually. Now I define example. Now I'll give you definition so that easily you can understand. What do you call? Changes made in one file. Changes made in one file. When it does not reflect other files where that name is available, that is called data inconsistency. Changes made in one file when automatically does not get reflect in other files. That process is called data inconsistency. Data inconsistency. That is the definition of data inconsistency. Right? If you want, I'll write a brief overview kind of thing. They can say changes made in one file when automatically does not update in other files is called data inconsistency. Yes. Okay. So finally, to overcome all these problems, we have been introduced to manage your data using database. Yes. Database. And what happens in database? Obviously, you should know very clearly about this database now. Let me give you some brief overview kind of thing. Like, database always you represent like this. Database picture I'm saying. Yes. This is database. Database. How it looks like? Simple answer. It looks like a box. A box. You better call by a term container. Yes. What is it? Container. Hmm. Okay, and keeping this picture in view, this complete picture in view, you can describe or you can define database in an easy way. Easy way. Okay, what it is, let me define now. Let me define. Now let me define. What is database? So you can describe database like this. It is a logical container. Logical container, which contains related objects. Yes. And then I make a list here. Objects include. Now make a list. Tables, views, synonyms, indices, sequences, constraints, stored procedures, functions, triggers, etc. Yes, these all are part of what? Objects. Where they are available? In database. Database. And remember, as far as databases is concerned, you would find two types of databases. One is called OLTP. Second is called OLAP. Online transaction processing. Online analytical processing. This is something related with data warehouse. Yeah. Data warehouse. This is an overview, about how database is going to play a major role in us, in our, management of data when it is through file system and when it is through what? Database. So we don't prefer at all going to file system. Rather, we mostly prefer to manage data using what? Databases only. Okay. And remember, another interesting thing now, another interesting thing, and what we find is on database, whenever you want to perform operations on a database, whenever we want to perform what? Operations. Yes. To perform operations on database. What do you, so whatever operations you want to perform on a database, you require to have a support of DBMS. What do you need to support? Database management system. How do you describe? Yes, collection of software programs used to store data, to manage data, to retrieve data. Yes. To store, to manage, to retrieve. What programs they provided us? Programs. You can better call them ready-made programs, syntax-based programs. Remember the syntax. Rest of the things SQL Server will do for you. Whether you want to store data or you want to manage data or you want to retrieve data. All the things. Yes. And another interesting thing. This major role will be data retrieval. Major role will be data retrieval. And especially this data retrieval based on three properties, A, T, R. Yes, data retrieval depends on three properties. A, T, A for accuracy, T for timeliness, R for relevancy. Yes, three properties. Yeah, you can refer like this. Relevancy, timeliness, accuracy. Yes, what is accuracy? Simple, free from errors. Timeliness, within the time. Relevancy, related data. That's it. Retrieval is based on three concepts: accuracy, timeliness, relevance. What is called accuracy? Free from errors. Timeliness, within the time. Relevancy, related data. You understand? And another interesting thing again, under this DBMS, under this DBMS, we have been introduced by various types of various types of what? DBMS. Types of DBMS. And in these types, you got all these things. HDBMS. Yes, one type. Second category, they call NDBMS. NDBMS. Third is RDBMS. Fourth is ORDBMS. H is hierarchical. N is network. R is relational. OR is object relational. Total 5. In this 5, this one is outdated. This one is also outdated. Now, these two are going with what? Developments, ongoing developments. These two ongoing. The other two are outdated. Why outdated? Because rule is there, rule. To work with HDBMS and DBMS, compulsory, you should have a knowledge of one programming language. Compulsory. Without it, you can't go further. Compulsory, you should have knowledge of programming. That is the reason it's outdated. Then what about this RDBMS, ORDBMS? No, we don't need. Why? Because this makes a difference. In RDBMS and ORDBMS, we are going to manage data with what? A simple language is what you call SQL. RDBMS and ORDBMS, both I'm saying. We don't talk about programming language. You don't need any programming language. Yeah. HDBMS and DBMS, compulsory. Every person who is going to work on those two, he or she should have compulsory a knowledge of programming language. Which programming language? This is the older software. So at that time, only two softwares are very much popular for programming. Yes. Either people used to prefer C language, or people used to prefer use a language called Pascal. Pascal. Only two languages. Okay. this is a kind of overview to understand basic functionality of database in comparison to file system. This gives you a overview kind of thing to understand the importance of database, including all its basic requirements to work with database. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. In this, you have anything to ask me? Go ahead. This is, I said, no, overview kind of thing. Overview. So our actual things begin from here. Introduction to RDBMS, Relational Database Management Systems. From here, your actual topic begins. Okay. So anything that you would like to ask me on this, go ahead, please.